Hello, everybody. Burnedoutguy here, and welcome back to the Crust. All right, last episode we were getting the regular things going on over at the outposts, and came across a bug where it crashed the game every time you were trying to send something out and about. But they fixed that the same day, so it was pretty awesome. So, anyways, I went ahead and I started looking at those regolith refineries out here at the outposts. And they do 100 regolith each in probably about 30 seconds or so. Um, it's not super fast. Then you're gonna have to worry about transporting all the goods, like every type of oxide back to base. So it's just a logistical nightmare with trucks, in my opinion. Just more congestion, more crap for nothing. I think you'd be better off just doubling down on how many refineries you got downstairs and bringing in more regolith that way. Because this is nothing. What you're doing downstairs on your base compared to what this is doing is like peanuts up here. Like, so don't waste your time and effort and using the regolith refiners up here. That's just my opinion. So we put all the trucks back to work finally. So this is how the beginning of the episode is going to work. They're going to start going back and getting all the regolith and bringing it home, and then that will start populating our little area thing here. What do you bring it home? Okay, that. And then we're going to get into the next thing. We're going to start making the production for our manufacturer down here. We're going to start making energy cells and quantum computers. I think that's what we're going to start doing right away. So the plan is going to be that we're going to bring our materials back downstairs. So we're going to put one right here. That's going to get constructed. We'll have it end about there. That's perfect. And all of our helium-3 will come downstairs and we'll be able to make a production line out of it. That's totally awesome. And coming up here, we're going to make some storages for this up here. And we're going to move the storages that are on the other side over here. These ones here, we're just going to flat out destroy. I am going to put a... There we go. So now, every time anything comes in, it's going to go around into our little boxes here and then straight downstairs. Now that we've also been receiving regolith, we should start seeing things start going through here eventually. Okay, we did have one wave of stuff come through. I guess it went through that quick, eh? There we go. Yeah, a little slow starting at first, probably, until we get back into the beat of things. But that's perfectly fine. We're going to start making the energy cell production. That's the first one we're going to start on. All right, so now we're making all those little things here. What are these? Energy cells. There we go. So that's good. One to bar, which is up with you. Which is wrong. Something wrong with the conveyor belt. It does not like this, or what's the matter? What's the matter, Mario? Oh, those the wrong things. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're not the right things. That's why they're not going in. Okay. My bad. There you go. So now that's official. All these are being made. Pretty good there. The energy cells. Now they're going to be not be made super quick because they're also relied on these stupid friggin' things here. The nanotubes. Not making a whole bunch of those either, but that's fine. Over time, we'll lead them to there, and eventually I'll clean these up, and we'll put the elevators in. And we still have one more to make, so. But those also require these things here too, right? So. So there is something I do want to check out because we did get a recipe at one point to change oxides from slag into like some kind of an oxide. So I was thinking we go after the silicone one since it's kind of one of the ones that we're always a little bit like lackluster on. So I figured if we could take the slag and turn it into silicone, I think that would be totally dope. So I think I'm going to take one of these things here. And I think we're going to do something like this.
Delivered.
Not 100% sure how this works. Okay, so this one just takes the slag and turns it into that. That's perfect. I'm wondering, does it still produce slag? No, it would be kind of stupid if it did produce slag, right? But then you can upgrade these bad boys. Let's upgrade it to 3. Let's see how much extra we're making out of this. Because this could be like a really good thing for us here.
Package delivered.
Obviously gonna have to upgrade this thing. Maybe we should upgrade the belt as well. Hey, this is decent. This is very decent. I could add like 3 of these things here, and that could probably help a little bit with the with that.
Package
I
delivered.
like that idea. All right, so we went just a little ham on this. We upgraded all the belts to max. Oh wait, make sure it gets all of its slag in there as much as it possibly can. Like I said, if we can turn the tides on this a little bit here and
Package delivered.
help pump out a lot more, it would be great. And we're also consuming slag too, so that's kind of like the thing that I'm really looking forward to. Even out our slag, I could probably even put more of these. There's just not enough. Put another 3 like right here or something. Well, there you go. I'm gonna leave it with those 6 there, just pounding away out here. I think that should be fine enough. Upgraded all the belts to max, so doesn't really look like it's doing much, but it's doing quite a bit. That should help get rid of quite a bit of slag too. That's good. And help turn the tides a little bit is what I'm trying to do here. Good stuff. Mainly for these down here because we use so much of that silicone down here with these different products here. So that's another reason why I'm trying to up the silicone duty here, so that way we can get these things going here. The nanotubes, where are they? Right here. They're not like the fastest thing in the world, but the silicone is coming in a little bit quicker. But there you go. And then as time comes on, we'll be making the supercomputers here as soon as we get all the materials for it, because it's not like they're coming in at rocket speed. Well, we're gonna have to try to resolve that. Um, might actually have to start bringing in the engineers and seeing if the engineers will do their thing. So we'll see over time. I'm gonna start by trying to make sure I get my production back up and running at full kilter speed here first, and then once we can manage to get this back up with the belts all nice and full, then I'll probably start adding more machines and then upgrading them, making sure that they're all topped up. And then we'll think about humans. But I want to try to see if I can fill up these belts really good before I start bringing in humans. Or well, like for the engineers anyway. There we go. And now we can place our last 2 elevators in. And then bring up our products. There we go. Now our products will come upstairs and we'll be good to go for that. That's pretty awesome. So happy to see all of our products here now. Nice. This looks good. Looks like we're starting to actually back up on this here too as well. Cool. Might actually upgrade these then. Awesome. We actually got 92 and 3 super quantum computers there. I think it's super computers. I don't know why, but awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. So that's pretty much all good to go. Well, for now, anyways. The start is the start. Wow, I'm fully impressed with these things because they chew through the slag like there's no tomorrow, baby. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is something that we're going to have to like turn on and off at points. Like even 3 of these would have been just fine.
Package delivered.
Wow, okay. That's a pretty big game changer, these
Offer
things here,
completed.
in order to get rid of your slag. I wish they would just create just a tad bit more product, but hey, it is what it is, right? So now I reset up the regolith downstairs to see if it'll flow a little bit different. Um, I don't think we were getting a good enough flow, so the middle two will do the first two, and then the first and last row will come in and help fill in the
Package
void
delivered.
in the back. So let's just hope this helps a little bit more for feeding.
Package delivered.
Should be better anyways, I think. Okay, so we've chosen another area over here. Looks like it's going to be a nice big area. There seems to be like a lots of science and different things in here, so that's pretty cool. Might be able to send over some more people, and then hopefully get some different science other than the orange one. But there should be a lot of helium-3 here. All right, unexplored territory.
Package delivered. Research complete.
Scanning like crazy. I know I picked up a lot of helium-3 at one point around here. It must have been just there. Crazy. It's not horrible. Let's see how much was here. 69,000. Actually, that's really good. Okay. It beats the little 3 and
Package
4 that we
delivered.
have, right? Okay, so we'll add a couple of more things here. I don't know if there's any science to be done in this one. You would think, right? So we'll definitely put the helium. Then we'll go with storage for the helium. We'll do 2 RTGs. And I guess we'll stop with that. And then we'll see what else it comes out here with, right? So we'll send a truck over. All right, so if we look up here, it says 100 for engineering science points daily. Argon mining +9 area per cycle. Methane mining 21 per cycle. Helium, 30% to helium extraction speed. That's nice. And some engineering science. Yeah, we're definitely going to want to send out an engineering thing here then. Okay. All right, so we'll send a drone back to go get the more stuff. And then that way we can get the life support and the science module out here. And then we'll send some more guys out here. It'd be awesome. The helium-3, I'm probably just gonna wait till these guys are done. Because like I said, there's like 2,000 left and 3,000 left. And then we'll send them over here where they'll have the whole 69 for quite a while there. One thing you got to watch out about when you go and you hit this fill all is you got to watch out that there's no other things in there that you don't want, like the helium-3 or slag or anything else, because they'll just pick that up and bring it right over here for no particular reason. There we go. We can upgrade our little pads here. We have enough power. All right, not enough power. So what we'll do is we'll add another RTG. Good stuff. All right, so I was thinking of a way to use these really big storage things that we got down here. Could actually start using them like around here. Start storing up items when we back up, right? Would probably be a good thing to do. And I could do one for bricks as well. Yeah, all right. There we go. So I put 2 for every single one of these all the way down here. So let those build, and then we should have a good storage inside. Wow, that's pretty good. 16,000 in each one of these. So that's 32,000 in each. Ooh. Oh yeah, I really like that. Very good, very good. That's really cool the way it's piling on the inside like that. Very neat. It's crazy. They're pulling at 185 per cycle.
Package delivered.
Wow, that's a lot. Excellent. Now we can upgrade this. Nice. So he has 200 food. Oh, he must have brought 200 food when
Package
he
delivered.
was there, right? All right. So what we'll do is we'll set this guy up to do the back and forth full of food stuff. Okay. So we're gonna send those guys over there. I'm desperately gonna need new scientists back at home though. We're not getting no more scientists this month again. Crazy stuff. That's 2 months in a row, man. No extra scientists. Pretty shitty. But they'll give you all these engineers though. There go our brave people. Well, there we go. We now have our scientists in here. See how much science. We should be getting 2 types of science in here, should we not? Oh, and this is all engineering science. Ah, yes, it's all engineering science. Okay, that's crazy. Well, there we go. So now they're going to be bringing back quite a bit of helium-3. Plus, we got good food storage. So that's that guy's job back and forth now. That looks pretty good. And then when these guys are done down here, mining out the 2000 something, I'll send the 2 of them up here to help. And then these 2 that we're doing in this one, we'll just find another area and we'll just start all over again. Sounds like a good idea for that. But I think that's where we're going to call today's episode. I think we did pretty good.
Package delivered.
Managed to get a really big area up here with a lot of helium-3. We managed to upgrade our smelting things down here quite a bit. Just by changing these lines around, pretty much all changed our whole game. Adding these big storages too are going to be pretty awesome. Like, look at that.
Package delivered.
That looks freaking awesome. So we're going to have like 32,000 items just before. That's pretty crazy. Awesome. Love it. Love to see it. Love to see it. Another thing I did too was I upgraded these things so that way they would get more power. They're doing pretty good too as well, which is great. Extra power, gotta love it. But that's all the time I got for today. So hope you enjoyed, everybody.
Package
Like,
delivered.
subscribe, peace, and care. And we'll see you next time. Bye bye.